being Trubba here, yes, I just call it Snapchat. Our theme for this broadcast is about how our thinking affects us. Most of us are unconscious of what's going on in our minds and bodies, and act or react based on what we think and feel. Here are some basic feelings and thoughts. Thinking of the past and thinking of the future gives us anxiety. There is only ever the present now. The past does not define us. What we do now show who and what we are. I'm 59 and I went through some unpleasant experiences. Luckily, I was able to get professional help, and with the help of supportive friends, all in the past is now a lesson to learn from. We have to know and understand that we are not what we feel or think. We, our true self, is the one watching and observing our thoughts and feelings. We don't want to identify ourselves with our ego. We create a self-image of ourselves that we believe is us, but it is not us. This self-image can contain both external and internal false projections. We become trapped within the productions that we have created of our life. Most of the time, we act and think according to what goes on in our head. When we unconsciously attach ourselves to things and feelings and thoughts, we become trapped. Our want for pleasurable experiences create mindless actions and blind-sighted vision. When we don't get what we want, we suffer. When we do get what we think we wanted, our feelings of pleasure soon fade, and we begin our search for pleasure again, becoming trapped in an endless cycle. When we dislike things or experiences, we go out of our way to avoid things or actions that produce unpleasant experiences. If we cannot avoid the things we dislike, we suffer. Even thinking about unpleasant experiences produces suffering. Wanting to live forever is the deepest and most universal form of unconscious thinking, remaining with us till we die. We know that one day we will indeed die, yet our fear of death is deeply buried in our unconscious. How do we help ourselves? We simply acknowledge our pain and pleasure. Reflection promotes self-awareness, self-understanding, and self-knowledge to uncover and see the causes and the roots of our thoughts. When we become aware, we lessen the power of those feelings and thoughts. There is a calm, peaceful, and pure awareness residing deep within all us beings. By being aware, we are able to see things clearer, and we will see the reality of the world, and we learn to let our true nature shine brightly. Our beliefs don't make us a better person, our action does. If we listen, we might learn something new. I shared a quote by Alison Ars from Quotespedia on Facebook, and this is what it says. When you finally learn that a person's behavior has more to do with their internal struggle than it ever did with you, you learn grace. Learn that it becomes very easy to judge someone, but it takes more time to know that person's ins and outs. We need to try and be kind and graceful to every person we meet. It is important to realize that this world requires more listeners. We have been so obsessed with our lives that we hardly have any time to think about others these days. Learn to be compassionate and try to know more about the situations that someone has been going through. Try to be graceful, as the world needs more of gracious people. All of us have been fighting deep inside. You and I are no exceptions. Thanks to JP Peary for the King Trubba filter. Peace and love to all.